Hey guys, Skinny Pigs 1 here. Today we're going to talk about the importance of weighing your guinea pig. Now everybody should be weighing their guinea pig once a week, and you weigh them the same day, same time every week. So I pick Friday night it's usually about 6:30 or 7 o'clock, because that's going to give you the most accurate reading if it's at the same time, same day every week, because technically they're going to have eaten and drank the same amount as they normally do. If you were weighing them one time in the morning, one time at night, you're not going to get accurate numbers, and they might weigh a bit different and you might have a panic. So if you weigh them same time every week, you're going to get very accurate numbers. It might take you about 3 or 4 weeks to really get a baseline for what their average weight is. Now we need to know what their average weight is because guinea pigs often will lose weight when they're sick, and that's the very first sign that we can pick up. So let's get Barnaby's weight here. There we go. So Barnaby's weight is 1,100 grams, and I highly recommend you get these kitchen scales. I prefer the one with the dial because they don't have to be sitting still for you to get your read. If you have the ones that are digital, often it'll say error or won't give you a weight until the piggy is perfectly still, and now that can be a challenge. And this one is also great because you can adjust the dial. So when I put a cuddle cup in, I can put it back to 0 so that I'm getting his actual weight, not his weight with the cuddle cup. Now, in the wild guinea pigs, it would just be natural for them to hide their illness as long as possible because they do not want to be picked off by predators, and they don't want to be left behind by the other herd of guinea pigs if they're sick. So they're going to hide their illness for as long as possible, and that is something that we still experience with our domesticated guinea pigs. Often, the first thing you're ever going to notice is their weight loss, and they might not be showing any other signs, but their weight loss will tell us something's the matter. Usually when they show us other signs, they're very sick at this point, and sometimes it can be too late. But if we weigh them all the time, we can pick up on any illness very quickly. Now, so I weigh them once a week every Friday, as I said, and it's normal to have a weight fluctuation of maybe 5 to 10 grams. That's normal, so don't get upset about that. If you see they're down about 20 to 40 grams, I'd watch this, and I would change to weighing them every night. Hey, sweetie. So then, say it was a Monday and you notice that they're down 20 grams. Tuesday at the same time I'd weigh again, and if they're down more weight, weigh again on Wednesday, and then if they're down some more weight again, you need to get them into the vets. But you might find Monday they're down and then Tuesday they're back to normal, so then you don't have to worry. Now the other scenario would be you are weighing them like usual and they're down 50 or 100 grams or more. That is serious. You need to get them into the vets as soon as possible, like that day or the next day. Go to an emergency exotic vet, whatever you have to do, because that is not normal. And 50 to 100 grams for a little pig is a lot of their weight. Now, weight loss can mean a lot of different things. It doesn't mean that there's something absolutely devastating wrong with them. Barnaby here, he's lost weight. There's probably about 3 times in his life. The one time was he had an ear infection, so we treated that and he went back to his normal weight. The other time he had arthritis, so we treat him for that daily. And then the other time it was something very critical, and he had a bladder stone. So there are times where it's something super serious, and time is of the essence for these little guys. They're super fragile and they can go downhill so quick. So if your pet has lost weight and you're concerned, take them to the vet. Make sure they're still eating and drinking. If they are not doing their usual eating and drinking amounts, then you need to help them syringe feed them water, syringe feed them critical care. Put their hay, their veggies really easy, really close by to their beds, so that you can make them stay as healthy as possible. Because if they're not eating like they're supposed to, or they're not eating at all, that is critical, and you don't want them to go into GI stasis where their gut stops moving, because then you've got a whole bunch of other problems happening. So it's super important. I highly recommend it to everybody. It takes you 2 seconds to do. I usually do it, as I said, Friday nights when I'm cleaning cages. Everybody gets popped in the scale, check their weight. I usually check over feet, and I check their eyes. I check for any lumps or bumps. I clip nails. You know, sometimes the little piggies might need a little lotion on their ears. If it looks a little dry, you can use coconut oil. This works good for furry pigs too. You can just put a little coconut oil on your fingers and rub it right there. You might need a little coconut oil or foot ointment for their feet if they look dry. So when you're weighing them, it's always good to do an overall health check as well. So here we've got little Bee. You ready to come up? And it's very easy for you just to hold them up and make sure you support them, and you can check their feet and check their ears and everything like that. So that is why it's important to weigh your pigs. Please make the time to do so. I have caught many illnesses by checking their weight first, and that was the first sign that I noticed. If you wait too long for these things, serious stuff can happen, and it's just not worth it. Alright, so little Bee says he wants to go back to his cage. So thanks for watching, guys. Ugh. Thanks, baby. Thank you for being a good boy.